program is to let you input a letter from A to Z, and it will output or say every countries with the first letter to be the one you have input. It will first say, I will show you all the countries starting with the letter you want, and will ask you to enter a letter from A to Z. And in the common conditional, you will pass the condition if your answer is a text and your length of text is equal to 1. Otherwise, you will say, sorry, invalid input. In the if conditional code part, set your answer to variable letter and set out a list, and it will say searching, please wait for a second. Then you will enter the first loop, that loop through at every item in my database, and then check if every item's first letter is the same as the one you input. If it is, then you will add that item to my list. The if condition checks if there is no country with the letter you input. It will say there is no country start with and stop the code. If there are countries with this letter, it will enter a second for each loop that will repeat every item in my list. Lastly, it will say sorry, invalid input. If I didn't use the list, it will be really difficult for me to check the whole my database because the items are so many, totally 243, nearly impossible to have time to write that many. Without a list, you can combine 243 items into one thing, which makes the for each loop to be impossible. So I will run this program. Enter letter, I will say like W, and so it will run, I think. Yeah, there are two countries. Yeah, thank you.